in the morning. Right now, Vendog.
3, 2, 1.
Access granted.
Vendog Radio Live starts right now.
Well, welcome to Monday. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful and blessed weekend. We are praying for those who are stuck in that crazy storm that is going on around the country. There's been a lot of ice storms, and I've been trying to get on a guest for this week, Mr. Joe Hawkins. I know you guys know who Joe Hawkins is from Prophecy Recon. I've been trying to get him on for tomorrow, but it might not happen because Joe is in the middle of the big storm, the big ice storm that's going on in Tennessee. And pray for the sister of Cousin Pookie. She is in the middle of a crazy scenario of a storm there in Houston, near Houston, in Texas. So please keep her in prayer. Thank you guys so much for that. You know what? It's getting hot in the studio, so I'm going to, get down to my Jesus Christ 2024 shirt. I'm telling you. But we have the Jesus Christ Forever shirts too. Man, that's going to be kind of cool. Those are being created by Pistol Pete. If you're on YouTube, please do like, share, subscribe. If you are on the infamous Rumble, please hit it up on Rumble at Vendog Radio USA on Rumble. Thank you so much for that. Yes, and thank you for the Rumble rants for all of you guys who have been supporting on Rumble financially. Thank you so much. This does keep the broadcast moving forward. And I want to thank everybody for joining me last week for the Vendog Radio Marathon. That was a wonderful broadcast. And I want to thank all of the guests who came on. And I just appreciate each and every one of those brothers for coming on last week. That was just really awesome. And I'm so grateful and thankful to the Lord that they blessed me with their time. And hopefully you guys were all blessed too as well. And that's just awesome. If you are on X, formerly known as Twitterverse, please hit the follow switch, repost, share, put it out in the troposphere. Thank you so much for that. If you are on Getter, GETTR, thank you to Jason Miller, the entire Getter front office staff for blasting us on the front page of Getter, and it does get better with Getter. Yes, sir. All right. It will also be relayed to iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, TuneIn Radio, and wherever you shall download, broadcast, and podcast. And I want to thank all the other podcasting platforms for adding the Vendog Radio Network to their broadcast. Thank you guys so much for that. And it is just a blessing that we can get the word out into the troposphere and spread the truth, because the truth must be told on all levels. And today is called Miss Rachel Caught. The reason why I titled this episode Miss Rachel Caught, okay, I need to explain to you guys, for you guys that don't know, if you have like children or toddlers or grandchildren, Miss Rachel is one of the biggest influencers on YouTube right this day. She has a net worth, get this guys, $50 million. Okay, the reason why I am bringing her up today is because there's been a lot of controversy surrounding her for the past couple of years, okay? And there's some things that are very alarming, and we need to lay it out on the street because she claims to be a believer in Christ. Now, see, that happened with Chip and Joanna Gaines, too. And this is the problem with these big-time people that are celebrities that say that they believe and follow Jesus when they really don't. So this is a scary line to tread. And I'm bringing this out because this is an endangerment to children. What she believes and the things that she said. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit during the broadcast. But I just want you guys to be familiar with her. Ms. Rachel does have a huge following. Millions of people follow this lady. And let me tell you, her stuff is abruptly dangerous and endangerment to children. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe me when I tell you that she's an endangerment to children, you wait until I show you the receipts on the other side of the break. And it is just alarming. Very, very alarming. But until then, I want to give you guys the update. Thank you to Jeremy, Pastor Kurt Reed's son, for sending me the flyer, the official flyer. Yes, Yes. Wow. Living in the Last Days Prophecy Conference coming up March 20th through the 22nd. Kurt Reed, Tom Hughes. Hey, there's Billy Crone in the house. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Pete Garcia and John Holler. All right. That's going to be great. I don't know if are the tickets on sale yet? Yes. Okay. Hopefully the tickets are on sale right now. I don't know yet. But once the tickets go on sale, man, I want you guys to be a part of it. It's going to be a great, great time. So please get yourselves locked in to this conference. It's going to be fun. For those that won't be able to make it, hopefully you'll be able to watch it online. I know it's going to be available for online viewing as well. But for those that will be in Las Vegas in person, having some barbecue ribs or whatever kind of barbecue that Asset Ministries and myself will conjure up. We're going to have a good time. And I heard they're going to have food trucks there too as well the entire weekend. It's going to be a blast. And I know there's a ton of giveaways. So hopefully you guys make it out to the conference in March. It's going to be a blessing to meet a lot of you. I know some of my moderators are going to be there. I know Stacy said that she might be there, and a couple other people. So it's going to be a great time, folks. So hopefully you can make it. Yes, living in the last days. We are living in the last days, especially with all the stuff I have to show you. So coming up on the other side, this episode of Miss Rachel Caught will explain to you why I titled this episode that. All right. We'll be right back in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Thank you for watching and listening to VinDog Radio Live. And thank you to the new subscribers for popping in to the channel. And I hope that we can all be a blessing to one another. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Follow us on all of the socials at VinDog Radio. We'll be right back with more VinDog Radio Live after this.
Yes, sir!
Hello, my friends. VinDog here. Thank you for your support of the broadcast. I just want to tell you that in advance. And as you're watching, if you feel it led on your heart by the Lord to support the broadcast, yes, I am hitting the QR codes for you right there just to click on them. You can support us by hitting the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's right, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And thank you so much for your prayers, because that's the number one thing we need. Thank you so much for supporting VinDog Radio Live. VinDog Radio popping off. God bless. Hey, what's happening, everybody? VinDog here. Now go to my website right now and order some merch for yourself. Hundreds of items to choose from. Men, women, children, pets, you name it, we got it for everybody. Yes, indeed. That is vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. VINNDOGG radio.myspreadshop.com. Log on today and grab your gear. We have the latest. Yes, if you love Jesus, get your gear. vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. That's vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. Don't delay. Get shopping today.
Now, back to the man on a mission for the King of Glory, Jesus Christ. VinDog Radio.
Welcome back to VinDog Radio Live, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know that I promised you that I'm going to start this off with Ms. Rachel. Now, she is one of the biggest YouTubers for kids to watch, and she has an estimated net worth of $50 million. Yes, you heard it right, friends. $50 million. Now, the reason why I am exposing this today is because we have to protect the little children, the toddlers. You know, Jesus calls us to protect the little ones. God wants us to protect the little ears of these children and what they see in their eyes, because I wish I would have had that kind of protection growing up, or I wouldn't have been a man of the world when I became an adult. You know what I'm saying? So this is important. And I want to just reiterate this. This is very important. Now, you guys know about the newly elected socialist communist mayor, Zohran Mamdani of New York City. And you guys are like, man, Vin, you're just ripping on these people. Well, check this out. Ms. Rachel had him as a guest on her show. Check this out, friends. This is alarming. Check it out. Here we go.
The mayor on the bus says, hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. The mayor on the bus says, hello, friends. All through the town.
Now, this is why I'm telling people who are parents or grandparents, please don't let your children be subjected to this stuff. And I know that there's a lot of hardworking moms out there that really don't have the time to examine all of this stuff, or hardworking dads. I know it's tough, but I'm showing you this because this is where the children are being indoctrinated and they're being subjugated to the devil's playground through children's programming. And it's already sickening as it is that this lady is dressing up as like she's a little kid in the overalls and everything, making it seem like everything is so hunky-dory. It's not. This is demonically inspired stuff going on here, folks.
The money on the bus goes clink, clink, clink.
The buses are going to be free, though.
See, you see how he put that? The buses are going to be free, though.
That's so wonderful. But this is like my song, and the kids like to do it. Okay.
He's like, yeah, okay. But, you know, when I'm here as your mayor in New York City, you got to follow what I say. Basically, look at his face. He's like, I can't believe this lady's doing this in front of me. I'm Zoran Mamdani. I'm the dictator of New York City. Everyone's going to bow down to Allah Akbar. That is the scheme here, folks. And see, this is crazy because this is becoming political with her. Look.
Actually, I have another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have another one. The babies on the bus go where?
Aren't the babies happy about the childcare?
They're
The parents are happy. She's going to say that part about the child care, the free child care, supposedly. Nothing is free.
so happy. Actually, the parents are really happy. This is like my big hit. I need to
This is your show.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's her show. Yeah, you heard that. Okay. Now, that was the rehearsal that they were doing for the show. I don't know how that video got leaked, but that was the rehearsal before the actual broadcast in front of the children. All right, guys. Now, this is going to make you Earl. Well, I like to say hurl, but it'll make you vomit. Okay, so hopefully you have your bags right near you, like if you're on the airplane, because this is getting crazy. And the reason why I started doing these broadcasts is because there's a lot of things that people are not able to see that I could possibly put on the forefront so that no one is being deceived by these clowns, especially when it comes to things in media, because that was kind of my specialty. I worked in radio broadcasting. For those of you who don't know that are new to the show, I worked in the industry that was ran by Satan. All right. I worked in that part of the industry and I'm not proud of it, but I'll tell you what, I don't regret it because I learned how the enemy constructs everything from the ground floor up. So here we go. We're going to go to the next scene where they're doing this in front of the children. Watch this. This is sickening, guys. See, there they are. You know, supposedly smiling for the children. He's smiling for the camera. That's what he's really doing. He's like, but these kids are being deceived like their parents. Here we go.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
You see, this is political jargon here. And this is supposed to be a kids programming show, right? This is super disgusting, folks. This is horrific. But she calls herself a believer. Oh, man. There's going to be so much I'm going to bring out on this lady today. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure there's other people that have done it. But please, if you have grandchildren and you know children in your families or extended family, that people have children around the age of toddlers, don't let them watch this bull ball boogery. Watch. Let's continue.
Today, the mayor's on the bus.
Yeah, the mayor's going to be on the bus, all right. You got to be kidding me. He's going to pop into his sports car or a limo.
The baby on the bus says hello, friends, all through the town.
You see how they are indoctrinating your children? These kids are being indoctrinated by the millions that view this lady's channel. They're being traumatized without even knowing that they're being traumatized.
I feel really happy.
Uh-oh, yeah, he feels really happy too that he's going to be a super controller of the NYC and destroying it hand over fist.
So glad.
I want to share with all of you that I'm feeling happy because yesterday we announced that New York City is going to deliver universal child care for every 2-year-old across the 5 boroughs.
Clapping seals, parents. Look at that. They got the parents clapping like trained seals.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
If you happy and you're going to the gulag, you're clapping your hands. If you happy and you know going to the gulag.
If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Going to the gulag. These people have no idea that they're clapping themselves into the New York City gulag.
W-S-Y-S.
Zoram.
That was funny.
Oh, my mub dummy.
Thank you for taking steps to make this happen. It's so exciting.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're so welcome, and I have to say thank you to those parents as well because it's because of you and your advocacy that this is actually a reality.
Wow. See, Miss Rachel is very political. Why would you do that to children on a television show? I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, but you don't do that to children. That's pretty sick, right? Miss Rachel gets sicker. She gets sicker. She's not well. And she really needs salvation, but she really thinks that she has salvation with the Lord, but I don't think she does. Watch this, guys. This is going to blow your mind about her pride.
Pride to all of our wonderful families and friends. This month and every month, I celebrate you.
She celebrates them. She's not doing them any favors. She celebrates pride that cometh before destruction. Oh, that's in Proverbs. But when you spell pride backwards, it's demon. This is demonically inspired stuff. These people that are in mainstream jetstream media are poisoning your children to the gills, and they don't care. But I do. Mess with children, you have a problem with me. I'm just putting it out there. If you mess with children, you have a problem with me. And trust me, you might want to repent because you don't want that problem. God tells us to protect children, and man, it gets me angry when I see this stuff on television and people beaming these YouTube channels like this to their TVs. This programming, it is definitely programming the children in the wrong way.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're exactly who you are.
She's so glad that they're exactly who they are. Who are they? Reprobate? You're glad that their minds are reprobate? You're glad that they're latent in sin and homosexuality? This is not of God. But you're going to hear her say something in a little while about her saying God bless and all this. What God are you worshiping, Miss Rachel? Is it Moloch?
To those who are going to comment they can't watch the show anymore,
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad my grandson's not watching this garbage. Because, lady, your stuff is garbage.
Because of the support, no worries, and much love your way. God bless.
See how she just said that? God bless. You see that bull ball boogery? Come on now. You worship Baal. You don't worship the Lord Jesus. I'll tell you that, lady.
I am not chasing fame or views.
You're not chasing fame or views, but you get a ton of them. You get millions of views, millions upon millions upon millions of views, and you make 10 to 20 million a year. Your net worth is $50 million. Must I say that again? $50 million. But you're not chasing fame. Lady, get a clue.
I'm standing strong in love.
She's standing strong in love. Don't you love it when they say that? If you really stood strong in love, you would tell people the truth about that lifestyle, lady. You would not subject children to that. Children are watching your show and you're subjecting them to that. Well, my friends, she's also an anti-Semite, and I'm going to prove it. And I'm going to zoom in on this for you guys because I want you guys to see this. Okay. So somebody wrote her and told her that they saw her comment saying that free America of the Jews. Free America from the Jews. And she put a like and hide on the comment, right? This is where we're at, friends. But you guys are going to see a major kicker to this. This one is just out of control. I'm telling you, I don't mess around when it comes to people doing this kind of heinous stuff. Indoctrinating children in the wrong way can get me really upset. This is disgusting. These people are doing just what Scripture said, that Israel would become a stumbling block to the Lord, right? That's sick. Poisoning the children. And then she tries to cover it up. All right, guys. You guys ready for some more stuff I have on her? Man, I got a load, man, of stuff on this lady. And we're going to go here to the next file here. For those of you who are going to be listening on audio, it's just terrible. You might not want to see this. All right. Now her pastor is affirming this guy is a homosexual affirmer, her pastor, that she's having this conversation with in her thread. This is out of control. If you guys agree with me that this lady should be yanked off of a platform for trying to indoctrinate the children like this, give me a thumbs up or a 1. Yeah, I'll take the ones. The ones are good. Yes. Man, back in the day, they would tar and feather people like this. But, you know, it's a new world we're living in. And boy, oh boy, people are just so accepting of all of this. Wow. This is maddening to me. And then she has her picture with Zoram Dummy. You see what I'm saying, folks? People are playing footsies with these folks. And folks like her are claiming to be Christians and they're really not Christians. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. Then you have Miss Rachel doing some more heinous stuff. All right, guys, fasten your seatbelts because she is about to try and clean up the mess that she got herself into. But you'll see what I'm saying here when she tries to clean it up. This is a bunkers one. I like this one. Clean it up,
So I thought I deleted a comment and I accidentally hit like and hide. I don't know how.
Now she supposedly has a degree in child development or something like that, in dealing with children. Oh boy. Yeah, the poison of college, Rachel. And look at the fake tears, man. These tears are fake. They're not genuine. She's sad because she got busted. She got caught.
Why I've accidentally liked comments before it happened.
I've accidentally liked comments before. No, shut up. Stop. Shut up. You did not just started accidentally liking a comment. Stop.
It's like I'm a human who makes mistakes.
Oh no, I'm a human that makes mistakes. Well, you made a grand mistake when you loved an anti-Semitic post.
I would never agree with an anti-Semitic thing like the comment. We have Jewish family. A lot of my friends are Jewish.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that one too, where she says she has Jewish family. She's right. Her husband is Jewish. And her cousin, who's a popular comedian, is Jewish. Her cousin-in-law, who is the cousin of the husband. Watch this.
I delete anti-Semitic comments. I have proof because yesterday somebody messaged me. There was a comment that said that. So I said, yes, I saw that and I deleted it because that.
Because you got, hey, wait a minute, folks. Here it is. She got busted. That's what it is. She got busted. That's what it is.
That's what I thought happened. And then I said, I hate anti-Semitism. And so the internet, I guess, has picked it up, believing that that's what happened. I feel like we can't be human anymore online.
Oh, no. We can't be human, but we can be, look, lady, we're all human beings, but we need to be self-conscious at the same time of things that we like and dislike. This is nonsense.
Like we can't, and I'm so sorry for the confusion it caused.
You're so sorry. Do you guys remember that song? So sorry, Rachel is so sorry. Not. She's not sorry. She's sorry she got caught.
So sorry if anyone thought that I would ever agree with something horrible and anti-Semitic like that. I don't want to say that it is okay to be human and it's okay to make mistakes.
Oh, it's okay to make mistakes. But you agreed to the anti-Semitic comment. Boy, talk about a terrible PR cleanup. You need PR people, lady.
And I'm old, so I am not as good with touching things online, I guess. I have liked things by accident before it's happened, and I've been like, oh my gosh, let me unlike that. I can't believe I accidentally liked that. Like, it's happened to me before, and my advocacy is wonderful and beautiful, and I'm so proud of it, and there's nothing wrong with it, and
she's very proud. She's very prideful.
Shouldn't be controversial to say how kids deserve to be treated. Like, everyone who knows me knows that I would never like that, and the message shows that I said I deleted that. That's what I thought happened. That was yesterday. My husband just came here.
Oh boy, yeah, I got sick of her crocodile tears. Those were the fakest tears I've ever seen in my life. Stevie Wonder could have noticed those tears were fake. It's terrible, friends. It's terrible. This is where we're at as a society. And unfortunately, people support this individual and let their children watch her programming every day. because the things that we let our children watch when they're toddlers coming up is the way that their future will be shaped, because they are being swindled and indoctrinated by these oligarch demons. Wow. This is terrible. And it's unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. She's upset because she got caught. Let's just say it how it is. She got busted. Now she's pretending that, oh, I would never. No, you're busted, lady. You're busted. But her cousin-in-law, Jeff Lawrence, who's never met her, he said, but man, because I guess she was never interested in letting her children see the Jewish side of her family. And I pray that a lot of these people that are on that side of the family become believers, or are they Messianic believers? I don't know. But she's been known to demonize Israel from what he says in this comment, in this post that he put up. Watch this, guys. This will get you too. This is going to grab everybody by the gills about Miss Rachel.
So Miss Rachel is at it again. She's my cousin, sadly. She married into my family. She married my cousin Aaron, whose father's my first cousin. And this time she said that she accidentally hit a button that Jews should be erased from America.
Yeah. Now, mind you, this is her cousin-in-law, guys.
And she's so upset about it. I didn't mean to do it, and the internet's so mean. She plays the victim. Oh, we should feel sorry for her. She's making more than $50 million a year.
Okay, so this is her cousin-in-law, Jeff Lawrence, by marriage. Her husband is his cousin. And boy, he has a right to be upset, doesn't he?
It's quite questionable where a lot of this money comes from. It certainly looks like the funding is coming, if not from Hamas, from certainly Muslim Islamic organizations, extremist organizations funding the indoctrination of children all over the world. Ms. Rachel is desperately hiding that her children and her husband are of Jewish descent. She does not want that out. And I want to tell you something about Ms. Rachel's great-grandmother, her children's great-great-grandmother, who's my grandmother, Rose. This is
now he's going to talk about his grandmother. I think she's a Holocaust survivor. Hold on. Let's see.
Is a very, very hardworking, proud Jewish immigrant that fled Europe in the early 1900s because of anti-Semitism. This woman comes from a house that had a mud floor. She raised 7 kids in the Depression by herself. My grandfather died at a young age, and they had to move out of the Lower East Side because she was facing anti-Semitism on the Lower East Side. Horribly abused in part by mostly Irish, but other ethnic groups, and then moved to the South Bronx, where she was also the victim of anti-Semitism her entire life.
He's talking about how his grandmother, who came here in the early 1900s, was still a victim of Jew hatred. See, it's been going on for a long time. This has been going on, man, since the beginning.
And let me tell you something. This woman would slap Rachel in the face to think that her great-great-grandchildren are being raised by this psychopath that indoctrinates children to hate Jews all over the world.
Now, he's got a big point here. Don't you guys agree? I mean, she is really pushing the envelope for Jew hatred. And I'm going to prove that she is. This one is going to blast you to the gills, folks, because Miss Rachel is really an anti-Semite. But how can she be? And she's married to a Jewish man. I guess it's true because there are people like Bernie Sanders that are anti-Jew. So I guess it's true. There are people like that. And it's a darn shame. It's a shame
In her family, she is an anti-Semite. She is a hardcore Jew hater. How do I know? I've never even met her. She lives in New York. I've lived in New York. We've both lived here for decades. No interest in ever meeting or taking part in the Jewish side of her very own family. And I just want it out. Her kids are of Jewish descent. Her husband's of Jewish descent. She's a Jew hater. And let her cry. I am sick of her fake tears. I like Jews. I ate matzah once. I ate matzah and chicken soup, and it was really delicious.
Joanna Wallace is in the house? What? Wow, we missed ya. Wow. Wow. For the love of bacon and eggs for breakfast. Joanna Wallace is in the house. God bless you. We're so glad that you're back. Wow. That's awesome. Man. Wow. This is exciting. Wow. Yep. Cousin Pookie said Joanna in the hizzle. That's so cool. Welcome back, Joanna. We missed you, my friend. God bless you, sister. God bless you. I'm going to let him finish this, and then we are going to move on to the next thing. The reason why we're going to prove that she is a huge anti-Semite. She's a huge Jew hater. Let's go. You guys ready for the rest of it?
Rachel, you're not getting away with this. You're not demonizing Israel and Jews and complaining that you're getting, death threats and estimates. What the hell do you think is going to happen? You deserve nothing but the pain and suffering that you're enduring. You're sick and you need help.
She is sick and she needs a lot of help. She has a lot of issues right now. And I just saw Pastor Meanie Pants in the live chat. What's up, Dean? God bless you, brother. You know what? I got a surprise for you, Dean. You got to check your email right now. So her cousin, Jeff Lawrence, has every right to be upset, especially if she is keeping the children away from his side of the family because they need to learn about their Jewish heritage, right? I mean, wow. That is actually something to be proud of. But no. It's sad that she has to do this to her children, and she's showing her Jew hatred. And I'm going to prove it too. So, yeah, Dean, check your email, bro. Check your email in about 30 seconds. It's coming to you right now. Yeah, check your email. Because we're going to talk about all this stuff today. We're going to talk about how dangerous the media is when it comes to children being indoctrinated and taught how to hate the Jewish people. Wow. I am just utterly disgusted. I'm just going to call her Miss Rachel the Jihadist. Supporter. All right. I'm not letting up on her. Not letting up on Miss Rachel. But I'll tell you what. When we come back on the other, you know what? We're going to take a break. And when I come back on the other side, I'm going to prove to you how much of an anti-Semite this woman really is. You're watching and listening to the VinDog Radio Network. Thank you so much. I love you guys. God bless.
Follow us on all of the socials at VinDog Radio. We'll be right back with more VinDog Radio Live after this.
Yes, sir!
Hello, my friends. VinDog here. Thank you for your support of the broadcast. I just want to tell you that in advance. And as you're watching, if you feel it led on your heart by the Lord to support the broadcast, yes, I am hitting the QR codes for you right there just to click on them. You can support us by hitting the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's right, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And thank you so much for your prayers, because that's the number one thing we need. Thank you so much for supporting VinDog Radio Live. VinDog Radio popping off. God bless. Hey, what's happening, everybody? VinDog here. Now go to my website right now and order some merch for yourself. Hundreds of items to choose from. Men, women, children, pets, you name it, we got it for everybody. Yes, indeed. That is vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. VINNDOGG radio.myspreadshop.com. Log on today and grab your gear. We have the latest. Yes, if you love Jesus, get your gear. vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. That's vindogradio.myspreadshop.com. Don't delay. Get shopping today.
Now, back to the man on a mission for the King of Glory, Jesus Christ. VinDog Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and welcome back to VinDog Radio Live. Oh, I brought him in. Oh, my goodness.
I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you now, bro.
All right, give me just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
My mic is, or the program is just not functioning properly. Now I got to find the right screen.
Primary malfunction. Malfunction.
Oh, no, there it is. Okay, it went away. Let me get rid of a couple of things because my computer. VinDog, I'm telling you, I was playing my game while I was listening to you.
Oh man!
All
So check this out. So I know you saw how I was exposing this lady by the name of Miss Rachel,
Right.
and dude, she is a lover of the jihad, and I'm going to prove that. But first, let's welcome Brother Dean, folks.
Okay, girl. Thanks for that great round of applause. I'll be here for the next few minutes.
Try the veal.
Yeah, try the veal. Hey, Okie Girl, Warrior Tradition Fund supporting veterans. I don't know. I've had so many names. Who knows anymore? I've got at least 17 more personalities to get through. So right now it's Pastor Meaty Pants. But anyway,
I'm still trying to I'm still trying to work through the first 32 personalities I have. I'm just kidding.
I know, right? When you get to that second tier, Vin, is when you really got to start seeing a therapist like me. How's everybody doing today? It's good to see you.
Yeah. Hey, remember the episode of Charlie Brown when everybody had to go and see when everybody saw Lucy as the therapist?
Oh my goodness. Psychiatric with the P backwards, help 5 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. But those were funny. Those were funny.
I know, but there was a lot of truth in them. That's
Yeah. Oh man, dude. So this whole thing, man, is just blowing out of control. And I want you to hear her try to do PR all the way for cleanup.
I've shared prayers on here before and said, God bless. And that's because my faith is really important to me. And it's also one reason why I love every neighbor. In Matthew 22, a religious teacher asked Jesus,
you see how they like to twist that scripture?
What's the most important commandment? And Jesus says to love God and to love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these 2 commandments. There's no greater commandments than these. I believe it's mentioned 8 times, love your neighbor. So yes, everyone belongs, everyone's welcome, everyone is treated with empathy and respect. It doesn't say love every neighbor except. There are so many reasons I stand strong in love. I stand with everyone. That's who I am. And the love back and the God bless if you disagree is...
What's crazy to me is that she says, "Oh, it doesn't say love your neighbor, but accept." Wait a minute. It says love your neighbor, but you hate the sin.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem right there. And you can, it's obvious to anybody that understands that passage and gets the context of what it is.
Mhm.
Loving your neighbor does not mean, like you just said, accepting the bad behavior or the official word sin, right? It's
Mhm.
just, it's so, oh my goodness. People just, you can't pick and choose what it means or what you want to agree with or not agree with.
Mhm. Yeah, it's awful, man. And I'm just like, wait a minute. She just like
Yeah.
nitpicked that scripture.
Yeah, let me just touch back on something. I want to make this clarification, and hopefully y'all don't like shoot the messenger kind of thing. Because hear me out though, okay? I get it. I have done this too when I've clicked on things and clicked the wrong thing, and something I wanted to do a care on, I clicked the like on accidentally. I've done it, but given the context, how important is context in everything we talk about? Context of the person
Yes.
matters too. You can accuse me of doing something all day long, but if it doesn't play out and it doesn't fit the context of who I am, well, you're just making an accusation, and I can't make you believe what I say. But based on everything else that's been said about her, the context is apparent that it wasn't an accident. And even if it was an accident, it's probably not out of character for you to actually be liking comments that are anti-Semitic or whatever else. So it's still, the shoe fits, Missy. Guilty as charged. But I just want to, people do make click errors. But yes, Gwen Sohn just said it. Can't you unclick a like? That was my thought too. Gwen was, when I do click the wrong thing and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to chase that right now because I hope they don't see
Mhm.
it. I didn't mean that. You could change it.
ASAP. That's a thing. She just
Yeah.
got caught. She got caught in the middle of one of her proclivities, tendencies.
Yeah, yep. And that's a very good use of that word there too, because that's, if you have that proclivity to be anti-Semitic, well, guess what? It's going to show up in more ways than one. It's not just about you misliking something on an accident, or you
Mhm.
missed it and you didn't clarify it or clean it up or take it away.
Mhm.
And to go on and then to that cry whiny tone, I couldn't even stand listening to that. I mean, look, just put a statement out. I don't believe in this. Put it in black and white, or put it in do it on tape, but just do it straightforward. Just say, look,
Mhm.
I don't agree with this. I don't believe in that. It was an accident. So I'm going to say about it, and who I am will speak for itself, kind of thing. But no. You got to whine and cry about it in a very terrible tone of voice. It's so irritating, and I get irritated easily, which is why I'm called Pastor Meanie Pants.
Mhm. Hey, check this out. So I just thought about something. It's just like when the guys at Bethel Church got busted for their proclivities.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah. And then all of a sudden these guys these guys started coming out with their fake tears. I'm like,
you know,
dude, for real?
I have avoided. Maybe I should watch some of the responses that Bethel has made about Mike Winger's videos. I've not wanted to listen to it because it's going to be just like this woman. It's going to be 98%. You can't argue with it because it's
Mhm.
true, but it's that 2% that they're going to gloss over that really makes the difference. And just like with her, that 2% matters. It's called the context. It's behind it. It's just who you are in a nutshell.
It's just the major proclivities of Bethel Church.
Oh goodness, yeah. We could do a whole show on Bethel. When are you going to do a show on Bethel? I'd love to talk about Bethel. Oh, that's
Yeah,
wow.
how much time you got? That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, I got the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. My question is
What's wrong with you people?
Seriously, what's wrong with you people?
oh man.
Uh-oh. All the mods. Ready? You got to sing in unison to Joanna. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joanna. Happy birthday
to you.
To you. Okay. So all the mods should have been singing. And if you weren't singing, self-censor yourself and turn in your wrench.
No, don't turn in your wrench.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
we're just kidding. Yeah, but man, that's cool. Joanna is back. Yeah, yo.
No, Joanna, we won't, because you know why? If it was me, you guys would be all piling on me right now. So, you got to take your turn.
Hey, Joanna, you know we do everything in love around here.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so good to see you. That's a name I haven't seen for such a long time.
I know.
When
I thought, I'm like, Joanna, I'm like, man, a round of applause. Bring it up, please.
Yeah.
Man. See, everybody, when you come on this channel, guys, we celebrate you. But not like that, guys. No. Let's not get the elevation worship thing done. We just celebrate that we're all here fellowshipping together. That's the celebration. We fellowship together. That's what we celebrate.
Wait a minute. Was I channeling Bethel by singing?
Did you channel them? Wait a minute.
I hope not.
Oh no. Were you really channeling Bethel?
No.
Is that what someone said? You were channeling?
No, that's what I said.
Oh, because if you really were channeling Bethel, I apologize. And I urge you to do this really quick here because that's kind of dangerous.
What? Do not redeem the cards. Yes, I'm redeeming the cards. I'm redeeming the cards.
No, cannot redeem the cards.
No.
What?
The phone is breaking up, honey. What are you trying to say? I will redeem it. I will redeem it.
This is not the tech support you're looking for. That's crazy. That's a great clip too. All right, back on track, Vin. Ooh, I'm not wearing a hat. You all can see my bare spots.
Yeah. Oh man. So let's.
I was so unprepared.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm unprepared every time. So let's see how Miss Rachel likes to say Allah Akbar. Watch this, guys. You guys ready? Well, here she goes. She's gonna say it out loud.
Hi, friends in Gaza. I am so proud to be at your art show.
مرحبا، أنا مبسوطة كتير أكون بهاي المحل الفن.
Did she say Maharba or Allah Akbar?
Allah Akbar.
What is wrong with people? Do you not understand what that even means? How do you call yourself a Christian? How do you call yourself a Christian and a believer, a follower of Jesus, and then turn around and say, like that, in that way, promoting Allahu Akbar? Maybe we're just hearing it wrong because she's having a sugar attack and she was really saying, I need a snack bar.
I need the snack bar. And it was such a phony voice too.
Let's go around and look at your art, and it will almost be like you're here with us.
رايحين نروح نطلع مع بعض ونطلع كل واحد مع بعض وبتكون زي انتوا هون معنا.
And I want you all to meet Rania. She is like a sister to me, and she's one of my best friends. And I had an idea to have your art in a show, and Rania's the one who made it all happen.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Self-portrait of a lady in a burqa is our first piece.
Yep. Second one is a Hamas leader dragging some Jewish people on the street.
And then we have the classic suicide bomber self-portrait. It's all in tatters, but
yeah. Huh.
That's sad.
I just don't get these people, man. Like, who are you people?
It's an evil spirit of delusion, and it doesn't make any sense. But you can't explain it any other way. It's an evil spirit, basically.
And I
Spirit of delusion.
cannot unsee her not being a Jew hater the way she is.
Yeah.
I can't unsee that.
Yep. No. I'm with Joanna Wallace, who just said I've never heard of her before. I didn't know who she was, but
yeah.
Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
50. How does she get $50 million a year? What's that all about? Is she Somalian?
No, it's like her cousin-in-law said she probably gets paid by the people. Look at that, bro. That's her net worth.
Yeah, I got it on a small screen. I have to move it for a second so I can see it clear.
How about this?
No, it's me. It's me because I had it on a small screen. But
okay.
I can read it. I just look. I can't look this way. I got to look over here now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is her net worth. Wow.
Yeah.
You related to Nancy Pelosi or Ilhan Omar or whatever her name is,
or Gavin Newsom,
or Gavin Newsom. I mean, California has been really silent since this whole thing in Minnesota. You don't hear much about Gavin Newsom.
Minnesota. Don't you know?
Yeah. I know some good people from Minnesota. It's just sad.
Did you see that? Did you see that? What I put up about the comment that somebody sent her, hey, did you realize that you did this?
I briefly saw it. I didn't.
You know what? I'm going to bring it up and I want you to read it out aloud to everybody.
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That took me a minute to. Who is the person? Hi, Rachel. Just wanted to let you know there's a comment under your latest post that says, "Free America from the Jews," that says liked by the author. So there's a comment under her latest post, meaning she's the author. Now I'm understanding this a little clearer because I didn't really pay close attention to what it was saying because it was a little confusing at first. But yeah, wow. So let's see. Author makes a post. Author comments on the post and says, "Free America from the Jews." And then she says, "Deleted, how horrible." Oh, wait, let me check. I did delete one like that. Wait, is that her saying that she did that?
Yeah. That's her saying that.
So, wait, now, why did she like her own comment then?
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Let me read this one more time.
No, you're right.
I want to let you know there's a comment under your latest post that says "Free America from the Jews," that says liked by the author. Well, she can't hide from that one.
She liked her own post.
Yeah. Well, a comment on her own post. Yeah.
A comment on her own post.
Which, okay, but wow. Yeah. Like I said, look, we can all make mistakes. We could select the wrong thing, but
no, she saw that loud and clear.
Every time I've done that, I've immediately changed it. So.
And then look at this, her gay affirming pastor.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to change this to a screen here. Let me see this. Wish more pastors had moral clarity of Miss Rachel. That's her pastor?
Yeah.
All right. So this is so very typical that people are again confused, delusional, whatever you want to call it. They're being given over to their own proclivities, their own sin.
Yes, their own tendencies.
That you think it's okay. Again, our Sunday night Bible study home fellowship group, we go over different. Right now, we're in James.
So
we're in the chapter 4 of James. I think we just started 4, but the way that James drills down on issues about how we think, like pride and I get down. Now I'm drawing a blank as I started talking about it, but it's and we got into this discussion anyway about how there's so many different versions of depending on what you read, which version you read of the Bible versus NKJV or whatever, right? You can, if you don't understand the language it was written in, the context behind it, if you choose to ignore what the original intent of the author was, like you have a verse context, you have a paragraph context, and you have a chapter context, and then you have the entire book of James that has a context to it, and you have to understand from the perspective of what the author was trying to say in their culture and the language that they're using. So if it doesn't matter if you're talking about somebody speaking in Hebrew, if you're talking about somebody speaking in Aramaic, if you're talking about somebody speaking in Greek, you really need to understand those words and how they were used, not just the plethora of English words that can apply to a particular Greek word, for instance.
Right.
But because if you don't understand it from the way the author, the time frame of the author, the background of the author, the intent of the author, you can choose any one of those words and make it work. And that's what people are doing today. They're taking what feels good to them, feels right to them, and they're taking it and they're ignoring the rest of the story behind everything that's written. And that's a huge issue. And even within churches, within congregations, we have that problem. We shouldn't be fighting with each other over these things, because oftentimes you can have two people using two different words and they'll mean the same thing essentially, and they're arguing about it and they're fighting with each other. Well, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. So, but when you have these pastors, these LGBTQ, trans community, gay pastors, whatever they are, trans pastors, they're going to be held to a higher standard even than their congregates that are trans, whatever, because they're manipulating the word, and they're essentially teaching another gospel. Okay, and it's because they refuse to see the overall picture, the context, and the actual meaning of things. They take it from what feels good to them. This is what I think this means, so I'm going to go with it. We all have our favorite commentator. We all have our favorite pastors that we like to watch. We have our favorite version of the Bible, ESV, whatever, right? The NJV, the whatever the other versions are. Okay, that's all. That's fine until you start relying on that solely as the reason why you believe what you believe. In other words, an individual person, a pastor or whatever. We all have pastors that we follow, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean you go like, because remember, Paul said, and I forget where it is, but Paul talked about, the people that were having a problem because they were like, I'm of Apollos, I'm of so-and-so, or I'm of Paul, or I'm of this. And he's like, none of that really matters, guys. It's you're a child of Christ. You're a child of God. You are accepted Jesus Christ in your life. It's got nothing to do with Paul or Apollos or anybody else, or that was in that church. So it's very hard to be serious when I'm seeing the Dingleberry commentary in the chat. I just want you to know that right now. I want to watch the chat because they're talking about dingleberries, and I'm not sure what's going on.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh wow.
they're over there talking about dingleberries, and I'm looking over back and forth, and I'm trying to have a coherent, intelligent thought here. I know that's strange for you all to hear that out of my mouth, but
you're like, what in the boogery is going on around here?
And then I see that over there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Anywho, I just, these, and it's, if so, nobody misunderstands. I'm not saying the Bible, I'm saying, or the words,
Right.
the Word of God. I'm saying the people that interpret it, the people that take meaning in the way, whatever way they want, without considering all the actual understanding.
Yeah.
We all are at various levels. I get that. We need to but when someone brings it up, if you ignore it, if you just blow it off as if, well, I don't believe that, so that's not how I feel about that. Well, you know what? That's where the problem is right there, is when you stop learning and you stop listening and you stop thinking and you stop understanding as a result. And these pastors that say something like, all that they wish more pastors were like this woman who is celebrating, everything from apparently the Muslims to gay pride and all this other stuff. That just shows how corrupt and evil their hearts really are. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, 1000%. And I don't think that it's going to change anytime soon either.
Oh no. It's gonna get a lot worse, I think, because it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter. I joke a lot, so and it's just the way I think. But if you don't know me, and I'm sure people in the chat have had this experience before, that you
do they really know you, Dean?
No, not really, but but you might not understand what I'm saying. Stifa Dingleberries. What is that word even? Is that somebody's name?
I don't know.
Stifa? Or is that a typo, Watchman Dave? Anyway, yeah, but if I say things and I make a joke about something, if somebody doesn't get that, and I'm not saying anybody has actually done this necessarily, but oftentimes what happens is, before people take the time to maybe ask a question nicely, be thoughtful, they just automatically assume malintent, or that person's being evil or whatever. Because people just take things that I've always said throughout my life, that words are important. What you say matters.
Absolutely.
I know people, all kinds of people. I've had a wide experience throughout life of different kinds of people in different countries and different walks of life, inner city, country, and everything in between.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing for people to do is to stop and listen and try to understand what that person's really trying to say. It's easy when somebody speaks a foreign language and then they're speaking broken English, then sometimes people will be a lot more patient. But if you're just an average person out there and you say something that people don't understand, they automatically go into attack mode. And that's sad. But just for clarifications, we're not doing that here. This individual obviously has a context, a track record, people speaking out about her. This is not an isolated thing. This is not a one-off, she made a mistake, to get back to the actual Transtifa. Oh, I got it, Dave. Okay. He was saying Transtifa. It was a typo on the, I guess, with a Y. Transtifa. Yeah, dingleberries. Yes. Now I see. I completely agree. I had no idea what you're.
Transtifa.
I was with you on the dingleberries. I mean, one of my favorite comments is, "I shall, I'll fought in your general direction." I mean, that people.
Yeah.
What if I said that to somebody just off the wall? Kind of all of a sudden they might, unless they they're familiar with Monty Python and all that, but.
Yeah. So Dean, check this out, bro.
Go ahead.
She doubles down on everything that she says. She doubled down. Watch this, bro. This is crazy. Watch what she
said. The business. I mean, I could care less. I have very strong morals and values. Write articles, attack me. I know who I am. God knows who I am.
Yeah, God knows who you really are, lady.
I'm here to serve children, and I will not back down.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should read what Joanna out loud. What Joanna? You might get
Read it out loud. It's Joanna.
Okay, Joanna Wallace said. See, this is. I mean, I totally agree with this. Don't get me wrong. Definition of dingleberry. It's a noun. A piece of dried feces caught in the hair around the anus.
Oh no!
I didn't say it. YouTube really. An incompetent, foolish, or stupid person. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Any residual irregularity following procession. That's a confusing statement, but okay.
Hey, we're looking at an idiot. Look.
Yeah. I mean, that's very self-righteous of her to say that. But
pride cometh before destruction, brother.
How often do we see this, though? People, I've been saying this recently. Everybody says they're right. Everybody says they're of God. They're
me.
Really? And they don't see the glaring, obvious problem that's all over them.
Right.
Your dingleberries are showing, ma'am.
Oh man, the idiocies. Yeah, I tell you, it's crazy, man. But she doubled down at the end. Did you notice that?
Yep. That's just all we can do is pray for her. I mean, honestly.
That woman needs Jesus, bro.
She
doesn't have Jesus.
Yeah. And there's there's a sad thing. She's convinced that she does. But we also, we don't. It's a hard thing to. Sarah Pierce, the Veil, popped back into the chat with the dingleberry comment.
Keith.
Well,
isn't that his government name?
Deception is very bad in the world, and I think we have to be careful that we don't want to.
But the thing of it is that people, and we see this a lot nowadays, people are kinos, Christians in name only.
Yeah.
They'll say that they're Christians, and then you'll hear them cursing like sailors on their broadcast, and I'm like,
or in your chat or in your comments, they'll say things.
I'm like, dude, are you serious?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, it's one of those areas where I very clearly have opinions on whether I think a certain person or not whether they're actually a Christian or not. But
look at the fruits.
Look at the fruits is the catch there. But I'm also very leery of questioning other people's salvation because, anybody could say the same thing about me, for instance.
Yeah, they can say it about me, but you know what? It's all about the fruit that the individual bears, and her fruit is not bearing of God.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I think that's true. I really do.
Especially when you're subjugating children to pride, to the jihadist. Seriously?
Yeah. And like, I don't know if this is what Sir Perce the Veil meant. He says, where's the compassion? Compassion is fine and dandy as long as it meets up. And I'm sure I'm not criticizing Keith on this, but I'm sure he'll agree that compassion, when it meets up with what Jesus really stands for, what God is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Compassion that just says, well, I'm not going to tell you you're living in sin simply because I just want to get along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not compassion. It's like if you're standing the line that you've seen many times in memes and stuff. If the person's standing, staring at their phone on a railroad track and the trains come barreling down at them, and you're standing next to them and you see the train, but you choose not to do anything and let them get hit by the train. Is that compassion? Mm-hmm. Right? No, compassion is going, look, you idiot, move your behind, or you yank them out of the way. But today's world, that's upside down. Evil is good, good is evil. If you yank them out of the way, well, you're going to be accused of attacking them or criticizing them for their, what they think, right? And so, no, it's not about you're going to, be run over by the train. It's about what you did in terms of
who threw Mama from the train.
Danny DeVito
and Billy Crystal.
And Billy Crystal. Yeah, I couldn't remember the other one. Wow.
Oh man. But let me tell you, there's a kid by the name of Mason Locklear, and everybody thought it was an AI video at first when I played it. Okay. And then I went and found the actual sermon that he gave. Now this kid's a youngster.
Okay, yeah.
I want you to see how he makes Miss Rachel look like a reprobate dumbbell.
Don't add up to me. I just wanna point this out. Don't add up to me. You say that you're a Christian, right? Say that you're a Christian. I want you to listen to me good. You say you're a Christian, but you're gay. But you're gay. You married a woman, you married a man, but you say you're a Christian. Wait a minute, now that don't add up. I mean, go read Leviticus 18 and 22 and see what it says. Go read Romans 1, 26 through 27 and see what it says. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. I've had people to look at me and say, Mason, don't you know you got to have license to preach? Huh? License to preach. I don't need no license to preach. There ain't no other man can tell me how to preach. And I'm sorry. The Lord called me to preach and nobody else called me but the Lord. My mama didn't do it. My mama didn't sign me up for it. My daddy didn't sign me up for it. And let me tell you something, the most best thing that ever happened in my life is when I let Jesus in the chamber of my life. I wasn't worried about my friends. I wasn't worried about the home. Let me tell you something, that's the best thing that you could ever do. You say, let me tell you something, I tried everything in 2025, but you didn't try Jesus. Boy, if that don't get you excited, you would sweat. I'm just sorry to tell you. Be careful who you let in the chamber of your marriage. They say that little boy's excited, ain't he? They say that little boy gets taller each and every time you see him when he's in the pulpit. I told one time, I said, you might be right. But number 4. And I'm wrapping this thing up.
Uh-oh.
Be careful who you let in the chamber of your church. You got to be careful who you let in the pulpit nowadays. You got to be careful who you let come and sing for you nowadays. You'll have a preacher coming up to you. He'll say, I've got my crowd coming to sing for me. And it's something you might not be used to. They come in there with pants on, holes in the knees. You say, I ain't never been used to this. But that's what's going on in your churches nowadays. You got them running in the aisles with flags, waving them in the air like this. You got your fog lights in there. You got your smoke machines. But let me tell you something, that's what's going on. It just now didn't start. It's been going on for a long time. But you see, people so worried, so worried that I'm going to lose my members. I'm going to lose my offering plate. Man, you lost your mind. I'm doing this for the Lord. I ain't doing it for nobody else. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for my uncle. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the Lord. But see, nowadays you allow people to get in the pulpit and they're gay. You allow people, Sunday school teachers, to go back there and teach your youngins, and they're gay. You allow people to get up in the choir, that they're letting these things go on in their home, their marriage, their friends, but then they want to bring it down to the church house. What you think that little youngin's going to look up to them and say, well, I think I can do that. I think I'm allowed that to go on in my home. I think I'm allowed that to go on in my chamber. Don't add up to...
Wow. Somebody made a comment that, that he's groomed by TV preachers. We don't know. We don't know his
I
background.
don't care who he's groomed by, but he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything that was that wasn't true there. That was pure truth. Now that he's got an attitude and he's got a style, that might be a nature of what church he's in. Whatever
He's from the
is going on.
South.
But I just, my first thought was, I pray for this kid because he's going to be attacked in so many different ways. And how old is he? How smart is he? What's going to happen to him? And he needs to be prayed for all the time, because when you got, how old was that kid? I mean, he wasn't talking as if he was just parroting something. He was talking as if he understood it. He had power behind those words. Like he wasn't just repeating and parroting some TV preacher's words.
No.
I think there's something there, and goodness, I mean, again, we don't know the whole background and stuff. We don't know.
I'm just waiting to hear back from his parents, because I reached out to some folks that were close to his parents.
Did you? All right.
Yeah, because I'm like, I want to talk to this parent and
no
kid.
kidding. Yeah, no kidding.
I'm like, I want to know more about this kid.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, and people are talking about the holes in the genes and stuff like that. And I think y'all realize this, but we'll just say it anyway. It's not I don't think he was talking about you having holy genes or whatever. That he's talking about the people that walk out there with the $400 pair of holy jeans. You know what I'm saying? They
like the Carl Lentzes of the world.
Yeah, they just they border on the ridiculousness. So,
yeah, that I'm telling you guys, man, kids are gonna speak up before some adults do.
And you know what? That's so true. And we need them to speak up. We need. That's why I said this young man, he needs to be prayed for. I mean, if he's that strong at that age, we need him, because he's going to inspire other people his age that you and I aren't going to inspire, because number of reasons why they don't.
Yeah, everybody, who are these old guys?
Right, but absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, that's why it's very important to reach the young, because God's like, okay, if you're not going to reach the young, I'm going to use somebody young to do it.
Right. Yeah. And it's always enjoyable to see somebody that's speaking truth, that's young, regardless of how young or where they are in their age, but to see them standing up and doing that, because sometimes it makes you wonder if anybody is actually. And there's nothing wrong, Stacy, with buying jeans with the holes in, but I think he was saying something more to the heart versus.
He was speaking of how the worship teams are designed in churches these days. Like it's all a show.
Yeah, in a lot of churches, like if I used to be, when I was younger, going to church, we didn't have great clothes or anything, but we wore what we had, and I always felt kind of like like I wasn't good enough because of that. But really, what people don't understand is I don't care if you're wearing a 3-piece suit or a ballroom gown or whatever the case might be, of your age or your style. It's like the issue of Jesus correcting the Pharisees about why don't your disciples wash their hands before they eat. And he had to explain to them that it's not about, the problem is not what goes into your mouth. The problem is what comes out of your mouth, because it's your heart. So you can be dressed to the nines and be completely corrupt and evil inside. You can be dressed to the nines and have your heart in the right place. And I think that's what's most important. You can put, I don't recommend, I don't think it's a good idea. I think you should take care of yourself. I think you should look as nice, but I think you should also be comfortable in your skin too. So however you go into church, certainly don't go in there stinking and all dirty and stuff, unless that's the only way you can go. But have some self-respect, I guess. And for those who are around you, that you're not intentionally just ignoring those things. Sure. That's all common sense, I think, and an approach that we can all agree upon.
Yeah.
But it's about what is in your heart, not what's on the outside of your body. So.
Yeah, and I think that kid was going for traditionalism.
And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
fine.
think that's what he was going for. You know what? If you want to talk to Vin Dog and Dean, guys, the number is 619-500-1862. 619-500-1862. We're
Wait a
taking your
minute.
calls.
I didn't know you were going to let people talk to me.
It's what we do in these parts, man.
Let me go change my clothes for a minute.
It's what we do in these parts. If you guys want to talk about the whole thing with Miss Rachel or whatever's on your heart, if you guys need some prayer, I like to hear from people that need prayer too.
Sure.
But man, Dean, it's crazy, right? That kid was like, man.
I know. You can't help but smile and feel good when you see someone like that. I mean, it's great no matter who it is standing up and speaking truth to power kind of thing with power. But when it's a young kid like that, especially someone that young, and again, it wasn't parroting this. You could tell that he understood what he was saying, and he was saying it with authority. So
yeah,
that's what's really cool.
Man, I'll tell you this much. When I was that age, I wasn't that way.
Yeah. If I spoke up when I was that young, it was probably being a smart aleck. So.
Yeah, I think I was too busy worried about my Tonka toys.
Yeah, I had no clue at that point. So,
But it's amazing that God can use youngsters like that, man. It just trips me out. Like I was like, whoa. I forgot who it was that sent me that video on Instascam, but I think it was my buddy Brian that sent it to me. I'm not sure.
What video is that?
With that kid.
Oh,
and then I found the actual YouTube entire sermon on him.
Okay.
And the person that posted the video, and I said, hey, I want to get a hold of this kid's parents. And I emailed them, and so they emailed me back. They're going to try and make that happen. So I'm like, oh man, that's kind of cool. Because I'm serious, Dean. I want to have that kid on the show.
I know that definitely would be a hoot. And I mean that in a good way. It definitely would be an awesome show.
Yeah.
And just to respond to Gwen Stone, no, Vin Dog would never dare call me crazy because he already knows I'm crazy.
We're both are. Crazy for Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah. Oh man, but no, man, it was weird, man. When I'm just like, we are living in the time to where actual pastors are like quiet from telling the truth on the pulpits. So
yeah, it's sad too.
And the ones that are telling the truth, they're in small number, and then they're being ostracized.
Right.
It's a trip, man. I'm like, man, that kid went hard nosed.
And who was it? Brandon Holthouse.
Oh yeah.
About how the people in his own congregation were like so out of whack with what he's been teaching. It's like, and they're not like new to his congregation. They've been around for a while. It just goes to show that you can speak, and this is how things happen, of course. But you can speak truth, and people will still not listen. You can teach people. You can show them the evidence. You can explain all the details. But if they don't get the simple understanding and don't believe in Jesus, they don't accept Jesus into their heart, confess them, and as their Lord and Savior, that they're a sinner, that they need Him. Well, then you're not gonna understand anything that's being said to you. You could read that Bible 100 times, and if you don't have the Spirit in you, well, probably you're gonna miss out on the message in the majority of the time. So,
yeah, that's so true, and yeah, it's kind of crazy because I was thinking, well, what is it? Those who have ears, let them hear. Who have the ears to hear, let them hear. And not everybody's going to hear.
Yeah, and that's Brandon kicked out his music director. Wow. Well, yeah.
Hey, just the way it is.
You know, I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to be quiet.
Why
would I do that?
I would tell you something though, bro. Brandon knows what's up, and he is like real serious about the whole worshiptainment thing, man. And you got to be.
Yeah.
And you know me, I love to add shock value to a conversation. So when I played that video of how, you know, the record labels go down and pray on those records with those 13 people.
Oh yeah,
dude, they were like, wow. I'm pretty sure a few of them never even saw that video before. And that guy John Todd, I've talked to him before. He's like, bro, he goes, man, you know how it is, and he's seen it firsthand, and that's how I played that video. Yeah. It's crazy, man. That's all. And the same people that are on these worship labels are actually a part of the majors, because you can't push out anything to radio or anything not unless you are a part of a major label. You have to be a part of the Sonys, the Interscopes, and the Universals, all those guys. You have to be a part of those guys because they're the monsters that lead the charge. So you know, and you know, people get mad at the folks that talk about all this stuff because, man, if you ever read the book Counterfeit Kingdom, you'll know exactly where I'm coming from.
I haven't read that one.
Yeah, that book is wild, man. Holly Pivot and Doug wrote that book, and it's a good book, Counterfeit Kingdom. It talks about the NAR, the dangers.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's really dangerous, and people don't understand. Like when you play that so-called worship music in your house, you're actually letting Satan in your house.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I think there's something to that. I caught a quick a video. I think it was Instagram. They were talking about, the guy was showing somebody else, like in stores you can buy candles, and they have Santa Muerta, so Angel of Death, right? If I said it right, I hope I said it right. Or you could buy the plain candle that was over there. And people don't want to buy the plain candle. They go buy the thing because, it's the Angel of Death, or they don't even know what it means. And then they bring that stuff into their house. I think, there's something to that. In the things that we read, the thoughts that we have, you know, the devil is not omnipresent, omniscient, rather, you know, all powerful. But he has been watching humanity for a long time. He does know his Bible. Doesn't necessarily mean he gets it just like a lot of people, but he does know his Bible. So, you know, he watches, he studies us, and he uses the things that we allow into our lives. And this is true. I fight it all the time, you know, because it's cracks in our armor. You can pray through, you know, putting on the full armor of God, and then turn around and do something later in the day that opens that door up, puts a little chink in there, and the next thing you know, you're off over there where you shouldn't be, listening to something you shouldn't be. And it's hard, man. I mean, I love music. I always have. I was a trumpet player in high school, and you know, and all that, and I was good, and that small fish in a small pond. But you know, I love music, and music is a language. But let's go back to the definition of the description of Satan, of Lucifer. Prince of the airwaves. Prince of the airwaves, timbrels and organs. His design, right? It was all, he's the worship leader, right? So that stuff's going to be used.
That's why he's a card carrier inside the church right now.
Yeah. And you know, and I think there's probably more than people, I know there's more than people realize, people in a church that they're not genuine. They're from a different, you know, and it's difficult. It's difficult for that to have all that discernment, because look, Satan is a deceiver.
Oh man, he's a deceiver. He's a cretin, and he know. Put it this way, he knows how to get people.
Yeah, yeah. And Gwen says that she's noticed that with Pastor Brandon, the more truth he teaches, the smaller his congregation is. And that's sad, because I love listening to his teaching. I don't always catch it, but when I do, I'm always glad to have listened to it. But that is the problem. People don't. Again, it goes back to that whole thing about understanding context and the language, what it was. There's so much to it, more than just reading a word. You can be, through the Holy Spirit, you can be convicted by and understand through the Holy Spirit. But that's not to say that you should just ignore all that other stuff. It's important, and people don't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I came from the game that that orchestrates all this stuff. So I'm just like, man, I knew when Brandon started like touching on that, I knew people were going to start walking out, because they can't handle the truth. People can't handle truth.
Well, they it's not just that they can't handle truth; they're blinded to what the actual truth is. You're being too dogmatic or too religious or this or that on it. No, actually, it says it kind of, even in the plain language, it says it. I mean, you've taken a concept that says, okay, this person who has tendencies, proclivities, has attraction to same sex. Okay. But they're not acting on it. They're praying about it. They're focusing on God. They're in church. They're reading their Bible. They're praying, right? But they're fighting that. They're fighting that fleshly urge that they might have. Having compassion with that person and understanding and walking with them and helping them and treating them the way you should be treating people. That's not the same thing as saying, oh, okay, you go ahead and dress as those videos that you still make me throw up in my mouth when I think about them, that you played about those people in the church and celebrating their letting everybody know what everybody already do. It's like, that's not the same kind of thing. That's a person who is, I just lost the right word. They're not trying to kill the flesh. They're accepting the worldly thing, and they're walking, and they're displaying it in front of everybody else like it's okay. It's not those two things are not the same thing. I see you popping comments up there, but I didn't catch any of them.
You want to catch that one?
Which one is to say, okay, peeps, got to go get my stuff ready for work tomorrow. Oh, that's Joanna. Hope to see you all soon.
Joanna.
I work Tuesday through Friday, so I don't get home in time for other lives. God bless everyone. Well, God bless you, Joanna. We hope you have a good
day. Man, Joanna, I'm glad we were glad to see you. Wow.
Yeah, it's just good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah. So if you got a question, just put it in all caps and we'll pop it up on the comments and Dean will read them.
There you go again, assuming I know how to read.
Dean knows how to read, guys. But no, it's pretty cool that what in the world?
All right, we were told to concentrate on things that are good, says Sir Pierce the Veil. He, as everybody knows, complaining about stuff 100% of the time does nothing for the commission. It's funny that you would say that, because just this Sunday in our local church, the pastor talked about, there are those people that all they do is complain. and of course, the way my mind works, this is not a negative, so don't misunderstand. I'm not attacking my pastor or anything like that. But I just thought it was funny that here the pastor is at the pulpit complaining about the people who always complain about everything.
That's funny.
I just found that a little ironic. It's the kind of things that catch
Isn't
my
it
ear.
ironic? Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know if you realized that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pookie, Pookie, are you a dad? Because if you're going to make jokes like that, you need to be a dad to make bad pun jokes. Pookie says Kurt knows how to read. Now, granted, I agree that's funny, but
yeah.
You might have to.
Pookie is hilarious.
You might have to pay the union in order to say that one.
Pay the dad union.
Yeah, the dad union, right? That's a good one, Pookie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
You know we love you.
Cousin Pookie, you're hilarious, bro. Let's see. More comments.
We should always give God our best.
Would that be Lori Saunders?
Yeah, that's Lori. And it's like, wow, if that's not a convicting statement to you guys, well, you probably should think about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's a great statement.
That's a wonderful statement, actually.
Yeah.
Wonderful. She has great Substack articles too, guys. So you guys should follow her on Substack. She puts up some cool stuff. You should follow Dean on Substack too. Don't follow me on Substack because I don't put up great articles. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's not right. I can't say that I put up on good. I mean, I haven't put any articles up for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Struggles.
Wow. Yeah. Man, folks, the world is a crazy place, and we're just trying to muddle through it, huh?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's tough being a fake pastor with the name Meanie Pants.
That's true.
Although I got to tell you this, guys, I don't know if you've caught any of James Cadice's, Pastor James Cadice's shows recently, where he's had on the Mitchell family from Tradeway. I'm part of Tradeway now, and I do all that. One of his son-in-law, Dave Huber, when I was posting, he made some comments on the Tradeway site I was posting about our training that we went through originally, and he thought it was hilarious.
I got a question.
He thought it was hilarious. When are you coming to Guam? I'll take you to the beach. Dude, I've already done my time in the military. And Guam is not my first vacation spot. But I'm sure the beaches there are really, really cool. I've never been there. But so anyway, he thought it was like some of you have reacted when I first came out with the Pastor Meanie Pants. And I love the fact that people get a giggle out of it and think it's funny, because that's the only reason for it, is to make you laugh.
The next one.
Smile. But so on James, hold that one up there. Let me finish this thought, but hold that one up there. On James's last show, as I was modding, he read a super chat that I sent in, right? And I was telling Dave Huber to behave himself on camera because I was watching, because James was interviewing the Mitchells, and they started cracking up, and man, it made my day, because it's just, again, it was Pastor Meanie Pants is watching you. You better behave yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was just I just fun stuff. It made me feel good. Okay, Caitlin says, concentrate on things that are noble and just, things that are pure and lovely, and of good report. If any virtue or praiseworthy, meditate on these things and not the world. That's Philippians 4:8. So, yeah, I mean, that's really, yeah, absolutely. So, and we can laugh, by the way. I mean, there are some. I've come across a couple of very funny Christian, literally Christian, like not kidding, comedians, hilarious. But they're focused on getting the message across too. So. Have a blessed night. Okie Girl is leaving the chat. Well, okay, Okie Girl.
Yeah.
Enjoy wherever it is you're going. Have a blessed evening yourself. Excuse me.
Man, I tell you, it's been an interesting day.
Every day is interesting. Are you kidding me?
I know. It's going to be even more interesting tomorrow because I'm doing the whole thing about the World Economic Forum tomorrow.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
Did you see Elon just showed up and had a speak there?
Yeah, he's an alien now. So.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm. He said it. He says he's an alien.
Oh, we're all aliens. I don't know why he's saying it, but
well, he wants to go home to Mars.
Okay.
That he really does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Mm-hmm.
He looks the part too, Lori Saunders says. Oh,
Shelon Tusk. Shelon.
Shelon Tusk, huh?
Yeah. Oh. You know, this is Tesla.
Oh, yeah.
So I call him Shelon Tusk. Oh, man. Man, what a wild day. But tomorrow's going to be even wilder, guys, because we're going to talk about Davos Demons, WEF, and the NWO.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty. I'm sure that's going to be a pretty intense.
Yeah, and I have a 27-minute Elon Musk video that I'm going to break down tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah, and I'm going to play some things from Jerry Kushner.
Jerry,
yeah, instead of Jared Kushner.
Jared. Oh, I thought you called him Jerry.
I did on purpose.
Oh, okay. Okay, you did. I thought maybe I misheard it.
Yeah, he's leading America down the road to hell.
Yeah, he's on the peace board, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. The International Board of Peace.
International Board of Peace.
I call it the International Board of Chaos.
Well, I think what they're doing is trying to mainstream it like the restaurant IHOP, so because it's IBOP. International Board of Peace.
Yeah, let's see
IBOP.
Let's see what we got here, brother.
A lot of fake sugar and fake calories in it. For someone who wants to get away from this planet, says David Murphy, he sure does put his face and name in the media a lot.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah,
he sure does. Maybe he's going to do it via satellite.
Yeah, we could. He's got enough satellites up there.
Yeah. Yep. Oh boy.
Laurie Sanders says we have some very serious demonic entities in charge of things. We need Jesus to come call us up. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The Board of Peace, the more I hear about it, the more I read about it, the weirder it sounds and the more concerning it sounds, because I think if nothing else, it's just going to lead a lot of people astray. And what exactly is going to happen as a result of the things that are going on in that structure? Yeah. But wow.
Yeah.
Again, another whole show in its own.
Yeah.
And did you see the oh goodness, what was the letter? Oh, the letter from the what do they call themselves? You know, it's like the leadership dudes of the churches in Jerusalem. The letter of the patriarchs or whatever. Church patriarchs. First of all, you're not the patriarch of any church that I belong to, so whatever. Wow, that's pretty wild too. You know, it never stops. What's good? What are we going to hear about tomorrow? I decorate jars, says Cherise, and give them away with a gospel message inside.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Everything about that statement was great until you said, "I can't do much." And then I see Kaylin over here says, but Cherise, but that is a lot, sister. And that absolutely is the point. Look, if it doesn't matter. I know this is hard. It's hard for me. I'm sure it's hard for Vindog too. We want to reach people. and you can't do that unless you have likes and shares and all that. You're
and wonderful comments.
Wonderful comments. So make sure you get out there and do that. But the thing is that we can't, even though those things are important for how things work, it's when we get lost on focusing on those things that it becomes bad and detrimental. So Sherry's, I would say just what Caitlin said to you. It is a lot. It is a lot if you just make a difference to one person.
You're doing something that I can't do. That's one of your talents.
You can't decorate bottles?
No, I don't do. Man, decorating. It's not for me.
All right, everybody in the chat, we're gonna take a poll. Do you want to see Vindog decorate live online during a show a bottle, and then you can raffle it off, Vindog, for charity? I think we should do. Come on, guys, don't leave me hanging here.
I'm sorry. I was doing the paper on purpose.
It matters what everybody does, and it doesn't matter.
Wait a minute.
Nobody in chat. None of the moderators are supporting this right now.
No, they know better. They know I can't do it.
Look, if the crackhead and chief's son can make.
Wait a minute, they're raising their hands. Wait a minute.
All right, there we go. There you go.
What's this all about, guys?
If the previous,
come on.
If the previous crackhead and chief's son can make paintings that sell for $500,000, Vindog, I'm sure.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? What do we got here?
Okay, Sherry says, well, I was a very active member in church until my 2 heart attacks. Oh, yikes. Now I don't even go to church much. I used to sing very much, even made a CD, but now I can't sing but from a wheelchair. Yeah, I get it. And that's wow, God bless you. You've been through a lot, but your testimony and
still inspirational to us here, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, your outreach, it doesn't matter. Maybe you should send Vindog a couple of those decorated jars. Give him some ideas. And listen, so many people. We have an associate pastor at our church that just went through quadruple bypass surgery.
Oh,
and doing fine in recovery. Of course, now that it's past the very first day, I'm sure he's in a lot of pain, and it's going to be a little while before he's out and doing things again. That's tough to go through that kind of situation. So many. I don't know about you, Vindar, but it just seems like one of the things that's kind of happened over the last 3 years is just, I know everybody has an issue. Everybody has a problem. And I'm not trying to make fun of that or belittle anybody in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying everybody does. But the number of people that I've seen that have had knee surgery, shoulder surgery, bypasses, cancer treatment, cancer surgery, this or that. It's off the charts. It's like everybody has something.
Yeah, it's off the Richters, isn't it?
It's just wow. People hide things very well most of the time, but well, Vindog, you're going to have to share your PO box address with Sherry's.
Okay.
Well, no, it's okay, Sherry's. It's okay. You know what? Sometimes when we say the most simple things that we think is just, hey, this is what I do, and then it blows up into a big deal. You didn't do it to bring attention to yourself. You were just making.
No, and I'm glad you said it. I got to get a mailer. I got to get the mailing address out to you. I'll probably have Caitlin to email you it.
Yeah, there you go. It's look, it's great to hear your story and what you're doing, and that you're talking to people, and we want to encourage you.
Let's keep going.
To be the same way, because look, you're in a wheelchair. You've had 2 heart attacks. You used to sing, you used to do all these things. That's an incredible story, and what you're still doing can definitely be an inspiration for somebody else. It also kicks somebody else in the butt and tell them, look, you really shouldn't be complaining about your situation. Get up and go do something. Not you, Lori, somebody else. Because, I'm looking at that and listening to that and go, wow, I don't really have an excuse then. I haven't had 2 heart attacks. I'm not in a wheelchair as a result. I have my problems. What's my problem? Why am I not doing more? It's a great thing. When people talk about their stories, you have to have, you have your witness, you have your story, you have your testimony, and you should definitely share that. And you're not.
Oh, man.
No, I don't think there's a single person who went, oh, she's just trying to get people to talk about her because no,
not at all.
Not at all. I really think it's a great thing. It's a God bless you. That's all I can say.
Amen.
Yeah, it shows you, like Gloria Saunders just said, it shows your strength, and that's what people need to hear. They need to have hope. That they need to understand what your hope is and how you are doing what you're doing, and you're still participating in chat. You're doing something. You're encouraging other people.
Yeah,
people need to hear that.
Trust me, I'm encouraged when all of you guys are here. Put it that way. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's all good.
Yeah. And like Laurie Sanders also said previously, we're here for everyone, and that's what family's for. One of the things that, and I'm sure some of y'all have this thought process too, but like when I'm modding for James Cadiz, which is the only channel. Well, technically, I'm a mod on Vinny's channel, but there's like a dozen of you guys that are far more active than I am. But I have to remind people every so often that the chat is not there to have big, long theological conversations, multiple paragraphs, spewing out your point of view. And it's not about that you're talking about your point of view. It's that this is supposed to be a community where we're lifting each other up, pray for each other, you encourage each other.
Fellowship.
Fellowship, asking questions and making comments based on what VinDog's sharing with you. Okay. And it's just an interactive community, and that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about people coming here and trolling, and trying to talk up somebody else, their particular person that they want everybody to go watch or whatever, or getting in a debate with somebody. It's pointless. It's chat. You're limited to 150 characters or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I can't explain why blue is called blue in 150 characters. Are you kidding me? So it's all about, I think it's all about really lifting each other up and blessing other people.
I love putting up comments.
Yeah. Ski bro, the Hebrew. Hey, I haven't seen that person around for a long time.
I know, huh? Ski bro.
Pookie mentioned him. I'm not sure why, but
Ski broski.
Maybe he told Pookie that he's out walking the puppies, listening by pod. So, awesome.
Yeah, Ski bro is awesome.
Stacy K's broke into a song, trolling. I like that.
Oh, trolling. Keep those trollers trolling.
No stinking fish. That would be a Don Burke comment. So
yeah.
Caitlin would get that one, but
yeah. Don Burke, haven't seen her in a while.
I seen her last week she popped into James Cadiz's chat, so I did see her, which is good because I hadn't seen her around either for a while.
Let's go up. I don't know, guys. I'm just highlighting comments as Dean and I are talking.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying myself right now, seeing you guys fellowship. That's awesome. Oh man, it's time for dinner.
Oh yeah, there is that food thing.
Yeah, but somebody has biscotti all the time, so.
Oh well, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I didn't have any today. I did not have biscotti today, but I had another kind of cookie. They were homemade cranberry oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, you know what? This show is over, guys.
Did I say they were homemade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good, man.
Cookie Monster.
Hey, you know what? Those are some of my favorites, too. Chocolate chip with cranberry like that. Oh.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I had a choice. I mean, it wasn't that I had to go to the really awesome cookies. I could have had the banana nut almond flake covered cupcake, or not cupcake. What do you call it? Not a cupcake. It looks like a cupcake, but I guess I don't know. No frosting on it. But anyway, homemade.
Dang, homemade sounds so good.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to find some desserts.
Well, you mentioned biscotti, so you know.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna have to find some desserts. I might order a couple desserts to have it delivered.
Lost 25 viewers 20 minutes ago. That's about the time that I came on, I think. There, Keith.
Yeah, it's
muffins. Right. Muffins, Gwenstone. Muffins. Yes, muffins.
Those are good too.
Yeah, that's what they were. Banana nut. Almond.
Oh, okay. You can have the banana nut stuff. I don't do bananas.
Okay, that's.
Oh man, guys! Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been fun. I'm getting hungry here.
Yeah, you know, I got off the seafood diet because I was full, and then a few hours later I got back on the seafood diet because I was hungry again.
Yeah, you got to see some food, man.
So Keith is out there talking smack and giving me a hard time. He's like, "I believe you're right, Dean. 20 minutes ago, you killed 25 people."
Oh man, but no,
hey,
it's all good.
You're going to be good at something, just do it right.
Total neutralizing.
Now there's a Derek Otto says, "I'm broiling bacon as we speak."
Yeah, you know Kelly Schultz likes bacon, so guys, you know how that goes.
Oh, well, wait, where's Kelly Schultz? I don't see Kelly Schultz.
I know, I haven't seen her in the chat today. She's probably working still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And cousin Pookie's rolling.
Yeah, man, I gotta have some dinner, guys.
Yeah, you gotta quit saying dinner.
It's been fun, guys. But tomorrow is going to be a very interesting show. I'm going to break some things down from the Davos Demons. That's what I call them, Davos Demons. That's going to be tomorrow's show. Thank you to all the brand new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It really does help when people like, share, subscribe. That really does grow the channel, and it grows the broadcast and the things that we try to put out there. Dean's got his channel too, so you got to go out there and go blasting on his channel. So,
well, there's not been anything new out there for a while, so
yeah. But you know, just in case something breaks.
Yeah, never mind. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, God bless you guys. We will see you here, there, in the air. Wait a minute, mañana? Woo!
Mañana.
It'd be cool if we got raptured right now.
Mañana with a little mayonnaise on top of it.
Oh, man. God bless. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
VinDog Radio.